Charlie Kirk was a modern day MLK. That is what we are seeing and hearing today a lot on social media. And it's confounding to me because they were so completely different. They were absolutely nothing alike. They did not believe in the same things. It's, as a matter of fact, Charlie Kirk did not like Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King believed in racial equality, social justice, economic fairness. He dealt with things like segregation. Charlie Kirk did not agree with any of that. As a matter of fact, Charlie Kirk said the Civil Rights Act was a mistake, that Martin Luther King was hugely involved in and a proponent of. Other than their faith, they were both Christians. These two men could probably not be farther apart in the things they believed. In any way, shape, or form. Martin Luther King believed in uniting people and bringing them together. Charlie Kirk didn't. He just didn't. So I don't know if this is ignorance of history or an attempt at revisionist history or a complete acceptance of the present. I'm honestly, I'm not quite sure what is happening here. And, you know, when you see a lot of stuff on the internet, you have to wonder about the knowledge level of the people posting it. I haven't seen these words, and that doesn't mean they haven't been said, but I haven't seen this from like Republican leadership or prominent conservatives. Doesn't, like I said, it doesn't mean they haven't said that. It just means I haven't seen it. But the stark differences between these two men is, I mean, I feel like it's very well known. I would say Charlie Kirk was the Charlie Kirk of the modern era, not the Martin Luther King, because they have almost nothing in common. Martin Luther King, like I said, was trying to end segregation. He was trying to expand voting rights. He fought poverty. He was opposed to war, which Charlie Kirk was as well. So that's something else they had in common. Martin Luther King believed that government could fix through policy racial injustice, moral injustice. He believed that you could legislate that out of the people. And Charlie Kirk believed in a limited government. They were nothing alike. Martin Luther King won a Nobel Peace Prize. So I'm not sure what exactly the connection is here. I don't feel like in conservative circles there is a need. Like Charlie Kirk is already very highly regarded in conservative circles. He doesn't need to be lifted up. He made a name for himself, whether you agree with it or not. I don't understand the comparison. I don't get it. Is this just more ignorance in the American electorate, which is largely not very well educated on history? Is this some larger attempt to build him up? I would be curious to know what you guys think, what this is. You have to understand that whether you agree with people or not, you have to recognize their influence among their peers, right? And both of these men had an enormous amount of influence among their peers. That's just a fact. You know, Martin Luther King was not loved by all during his time. He was loved by the black community, but his accomplishments and the things he was trying to achieve wasn't highly accepted during his time. It was a different time. There was a lot of resistance. There was an enormous amount of resistance to the things that Charlie Kirk was trying, or that Martin Luther King was trying to accomplish. We're talking about the Jim Crow era. So there wasn't people just coming out of the woodwork to cheer for Martin Luther King. But as time went on, that did grow. But the truth is, it was after his death is when he was really elevated and revered as the person he is revered to be today. Is this an attempt to, copy that or recreate that with Charlie Kirk? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I really appreciate all my new followers and subscribers. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. But let me know what you think about this in the comments. Thank you.